So we're going to describe the trailer. We look on the top, we see two lights, one from the front, one from the side. The front marker light is the height of the trailer, and the side one is the width of the trailer. Both lights are amber in color, as you see them here. The lens is not broken or damaged, no exposed wire. They should work properly, or they should work properly. Then we talk about the header board. This is the header board. The header board, where motor is secured, not broken or damaged, no illegal welds or rivets are present. It should be strong enough to support the load. These are the rivets. Between the header board and the back of the tractor, we should have enough space or clearance so when we steer, they don't collide. The side of the trailer, also where motor was secured, not broken or damaged, no illegal welds or rivets are present, none of them is missing, and the side of the trailer should be strong enough to support the loads. Marker lights and reflector light, both amber in color because in the front, not broken or damaged, no exposed wire, they should work properly, and of course the lenses not broken or damaged. Then we see the DOT stickers. This one, they call them DOT stickers. DOT stickers, where motor was secured, none of them is missing. They should cover 50% of the trailer. Trailer frame, where motor was secured, not broken or damaged, no illegal welds, not bent or dent, and all bolts or rivets are present. Now we're going to talk about the couplings. It's mean the power line and the two air lines and the fifth wheel. We have to talk about these with the part C, also with the part B. So I'm going to use the same one from part B. Okay, so we're going to use the both trucks and we start talking about them. So here we have a power line. The power line provides power from the truck to the trailer. The power line should be well plugged into the sockets from both ends, from the tractor end and the trailer end, and the sockets is not broken or damaged. Inside the sockets we have electrical pins. You're gonna see it in a minute. The electrical pins should not be broken or damaged. All of them are present. So here I'm going to disconnect the line, the power line, so you can see the pins. And the power line should be plugged properly and secure with the safety latch. I follow the line, the power line, all the way to the other end, looking for any crack, frayed, or damage on the line. Then we talk about the air lines. The blue one is service and the red one is a color. You have to mention the colors, guys. Lines that are not broken or damaged, no crack, no fray, no holes, no air leak. Each line connect to the glad hand. And the glad hand is not broken or damaged. And tractor glad hand connect to the trailer glad hand. Both glad hands not broken or damaged, no illegal welds on them. Between them there is rubber seal. That rubber seal should be intact and clean to prevent air leak. The lines, here I disconnect them from the other truck so you can see them. You see the rubber seal on each glad hand. That should be clean, no crack, no fray, no damage. And this is the power line, also should be clean. The lines should not be twisted or tangled, should not touch any part of the truck. That's why they are lifted with a spring. And they should not touch the exhaust system because the exhaust system get hot and might burn and damage the lines. Now we're going to talk about the fifth wheel. This is what you see is the fifth wheel. The fifth wheel is where motor was secured to the frame of the truck. All mounting bolts are present. This is the airline to move the fifth wheel forward and backward. Is well mounted, was secured, no crack, no fray, no damage, and no leak. These two pins, they call them locking pin. The locking pin, well mounted, was secured, not broken or damaged. The bottom part here, they call it platform, and the top part, they call it the skid plate. Platform and skid plate both are well mounted, was secured, not broken or damaged, no illegal welds. Between them, there is a pivot pin. That's the pivot pin. Well mounted, was secured, not broken or damaged, and has small cutter pin to stay in a place. The surface of the skid plate should be well lubricated. Release lever, well mounted, was secured, not broken or damaged. All mechanical parts working properly, all bolts are present. The release lever right now is on unlock position because truck and trailer, they are not connected. We go in the back of the fifth wheel, and that space, they call it the jaw. Inside, in a minute, we're gonna see kingpin unlocking jaw. Let's see them when, or let's look at them when they are connected, when the truck and trailer, they are connected. Here is the fifth wheel. The top part of the trailer, we call it apron. The apron, well mounted, was secured, not broken or damaged, no illegal welds. And the apron should sit on the skid plate with no gap between them, no daylight. If I see light through them, it means they are not connected properly. Both has to be well lubricated, so when we steer, to minimize the damage. This is the release lever right now, as you see it in the locking position. This fifth wheel is a fixed fifth wheel, does not have a line, so you cannot move it. The platform will mount or secure with the mounting bolts on the frame. Here in the back of the fifth wheel, if you look closely, you can see the kingpin coming from the top to the bottom, and around it is the locking jaw. Kingpin and locking jaw, well mounted, was secured, not broken or damaged, no illegal welds, and the kingpin, the locking jaw fully locked around the kingpin. Okay, then we keep going. We see the landing gear. This is the landing gear, but I don't see the crank, so I'm gonna go to the other side. This is the landing gear. The landing gear, well mounted, was secured, not broken or damaged, should be straight, well lubricated, not bend or dent. It should be strong enough to support the load. And landing shoes also should be well mounted, was secured, not broken or damaged, no illegal welds on it. That's the landing shoes. This is the supporting beams and the cross bars. Supporting beams, and this is what you see is the cross bars. Well mounted, was secured, not broken or damaged, no illegal welds. And this is the crank. The crank, well mounted, was secured, not broken or damaged, no illegal welds, and has two speed, high and low. Between the end of the tractor and the landing gear, we should have enough space or clearance so when we steer, they don't collide. Under the trailer, we see the cross members. Well mounted, was secured, none of them is missing, none of them is broken or damaged. None of them has illegal welds. Here you can see the trailer floor. The trailer floor also well mounted, was secured, not broken or damaged, no holes, so nothing will drop from the trailer. And the floor should be strong enough to support the load. I check under the trailer for any foreign objects hanging out of the trailer. Keep going, and we're going to talk about the axle. Now we're going to talk about the trailer tires. Here we have two tires. Between them is space. That space should be 4 inches. Nothing should be hanging in that space. No rocks, no bottles, no foreign objects, not to cause fire. Also, the tires should not touch each other for the same reason, not to catch fire. These tires, they don't have to be original. They can be recab, retread, or regrooved. The minimum thread depth of the tire should be 2/32. Remember, in the front is 4/32. The tires and the same axle, they should match each other. They should be the same size, same kind, both radial ply or bias ply. The inflation of the tire should be according to manufacturer specification. Normally it goes between 80 to 120 psi, and I should measure it with my air gauge. It's very important to say or to mention the air gauge. The condition of the tire. The tire should be evenly worn, not one side more than the other side. No bulges, no bubbles, no pieces missing from the tires, no nails, no cuts, no abrasions. On the side of the tire, same thing. No bubbles, no bulges, no crack, no pins or screws. The tire should sit on the bead of the rim with no gap between them and no air leak. Now we're going to talk about the rim. This is the rim. The rim is well mounted, was secured, not broken or damaged, no illegal welds, not bent or dent. All lug nuts are present. None of the lug nuts is loose. None of the lug nuts showing sign of rust or shiny residue. If it does, it means it's loose or is broken. Then we're going to talk about the oil hub. This is the oil hub. The one you see is the oil hub. Oil hub, well mounted, well secured. All bolts are present, not broken or damaged. It contains oil or grease, so there is no sign of oil or grease leak. Then we're going to talk about the stem valve. The stem valve, well mounted, was secured, not broken or damaged. No audible air leaks coming from the valve, and the valve should have a cap tight secured to prevent dirt going into the valve and cause air leak. And the valve should not touch the rim in any place, otherwise will bounce against it and get damaged. Now we're going to talk about the suspension system of the trailer. This is the tandem frame of the trailer. Well mounted, was secured, not broken or damaged, no bent, no dent, no illegal welds. This part here, they call it the spring mounts or spring hanger. The spring mounts or the spring hanger, well mounted, was secured to the tandem frame, not broken or damaged, no illegal welds. The bottom part here, we call it torque arm or torque rod. Well mounted, was secured, not broken or damaged, no illegal welds. We have two torque arms. On each side we have one fixed, and the other one is adjustable. This one here is adjustable because you can see the bolts. There's one bolt, second bolt. Leaf springs. The leaf springs, well aligned, not broken or damaged, no illegal welds. Any cut on any leaf springs more than 1/4 inch will put the vehicle out of the service. Here we have U-bolts, the one they tie the spring leaves to the axle. U-bolts. From each side we have U-bolts, okay? So the U-bolts well mounted was secured, not broken or damaged, no illegal welds. They are tight secured to the axle with the 2 bolts from the bottom. You can see this is 1 bolt and the other bolt. They tied the spring reliefs on the trailer axle. And this is the trailer axle when mounted was secured, not broken or damaged, not bent or dent, no illegal welds on it. This piece is, they call it the stabilizer bar. The stabilizer bar when mounted was secured, not broken or damaged, no illegal welds. Now I'm going to talk about the brake system. I'm going to start with the air tanks. There is 2 air tanks, one and behind it another one. Air tanks well mounted was secured with the bolts, not broken or damaged, no holes, no air leak. Each tank has a drain valve, also the drain valve not broken or damaged with no air leak. From the tanks, there is 2 air hoses, one parking and one service. The hoses tight secure from both ends with the bolts with no sign of leak, and the condition of each hose not broken or damaged, no crack, no air leak. The hose is going to the double brake chamber. This is double brake chamber, one parking for the trailer, and behind it is the service one. You don't have to know which one is which. The brake chamber, well mounted, was secure with the bolts, not broken or damaged, no air leak. Okay, as you see, hose is going to the double brake chamber. From the back, we're gonna see push rod and slack adjuster. Okay, in a minute I'm gonna go to the back and show it to you. Then we're gonna talk about the brake shoes and brake drum. This is the brake shoes and with the brake lining, and on the bottom we have the brake drum. Both brake shoes and brake drum well mounted was secured, not broken or damaged. Should be clean, both should be clean, no grease, no oil, no debris. Minimum requirement on each one is 1/4 inch of thickness. Let's go to the back. Here you see the bolts, the one they tied the brake chamber. Okay, push rod. This is push rod. This is slack adjuster, and that is camshaft. Okay, push rod and slack adjuster, both well mounted was secured, all bolts are present, not broken or damaged. Push rod and slack adjuster, they should have maximum 1 inch of free play. It's very important to say that. Then we talk about the camshaft, well mounted was secured, not broken or damaged, no illegal welds. Then it goes to the brake shoes with the lining, also well mounted was secured, all bolts present, not broken or damaged, no grease, no oil, no debris on them. We will say the same thing about the brake drum. Well mounted was secured, not broken or damaged, no illegal welds, should be clean, no grease, no oil, no debris. Minimum requirement 1/4 inch of thickness. This trailer does not have an ABS system. Here we have marker lights in the back, that's why it's red in color. Lenses not broken or damaged, no exposed wire, all screws are present. It means secured. Usually, if the trailer has ABS system, you're gonna see here marker lights for ABS system. This trailer doesn't have it because an old trailer. I'm gonna show it to you in a newer trailer. Here is the ABS indicator lights. It's amber in color as a standard. Well mounted was secured, not broken or damaged, no exposed wire. It should stay on if the trailer ABS system is broken or damaged. Then again here the same marker light, well mounted was secured, red in color because in the back, not broken or damaged, no exposed wire. Let's look at the back and look at the ABS cable. This the ABS cable for this trailer. Okay, that's the ABS cable. Well mounted was secured, no crack, no fray, no damage on it. Now we're gonna talk about the back of the trailer. Now I'm gonna describe the back of the trailer. I look on the top of the trailer and I see light on the side of the trailer. That's the width of the trailer. And I see 5 marker lights in the back of the trailer. The 3 lights in the center, they are the ID for this trailer, means this trailer is a commercial trailer. And 2 lights on the side is the width of this trailer. All lights in the back, they are red in color. Well mounted was secured. Lenses is not broken or damaged. No exposed wire. They should work properly. Now the door. The door well mounted was secured, not broken or damaged. All bolts are present. It should roll up and down freely. The door handle. Well mounted was secured, not broken or damaged, no illegal welds, and it has 2 safety mechanisms to stay locked. This is one here and one on the other side. So 2 safe mechanisms. Then we talk about if I'm loaded, I will roll up the door and I will check in my cargo, make sure it's safe and secure. The frame of the trailer. This is what you see is the frame of the trailer. Well mounted was secured, not broken or damaged, no illegal welds. Then we talk about the tail lights. I have 2 lights on each side. They are red in color because they are in the back. Lenses, not broken or damaged, no exposed wire. And now we're gonna tell them what they serve for. The one inside, they serve as brake lights. And the one outside serve as 4-way emergency, signal lights, and running lights or parking lights. Is the same thing. Then we talk about the license plate. The license plate, well mounted, was secured, clean, visible, up to date. The light for the license plate also well mounted was secured, not broken or damaged, no exposed wire. It should work properly. Then we talk about the DOT bumper. This, they call it DOT bumper. DOT bumper, well mounted was secured, not broken or damaged, no illegal welds. I see here a little bit welding. I'm gonna put it in my report because I don't know if it's illegal or it's legal welding. Then we talk about the mud flap. The mud flap present, not missing. All bolts are present. And the mud flap should not touch the tire, should not touch the ground. It means the mud flap should not drag against the ground.